This movie has a lot going on, relationships, cheating, infidelity. What drew you to the script?
Um, how it happens, right? We talk about what happens, but you see how it happens. You see how she covers and she rationalizes, but you also see that she really was trying to get her husband's attention. And while he was so focused on building her as an entity, as a brand, she just wanted him to care about her heart. And I think, because she didn't want the security at first, and I don't want to give it away. But I think there's a lot of subjects where we recognize, where we can see where the leak happens, where we can see where she started turning in the wrong direction, and how your ego gets in there. And once your ego is in, EGO, it will ease God out.
You've been so successful in music. Where do you want to take your acting career?
As far as it can go, I didn't know this was coming. I didn't plan for this. This is something I always wanted, and I just had resolved, like, maybe it won't happen. And then this lead role comes. And so I always tell myself, I'll walk through the door God opens for me. But if I try to predict the door, it might be the wrong door. So I'll just be open to whatever He leads me. That's where I'll follow, and that's where I'll go.
Amen. Thank you, and congrats. Dr. Holly, I've interviewed you about so many of your films. What drew you to this project?
I wanted to continue to tell stories about faith, about redemption, about hope, about love. And this is a project that is based on the Ten Commandments. I kind of flipped them into modern day stories. And we are telling them about, everyday life. And so my hope is that people will take away from this, the fact that we as married couples need to pay attention to our relationships. We need to pay attention to our marriages, and we need to pay attention to the little things that are pulling us away. And so I also wrote a book inspired by the film. And so I hope that they are excited when they see it.
Mr. Christian Keys, you are moderating tonight, but tell us about your affiliation with the film.
Actually, you know what? My neighbor is Dr. Holly, and they did a beautiful Christmas movie with Brandy, and she's doing work on this, and I've been hearing about this. Who doesn't love Erica, Miss Campbell? Her and her husband, Trey Byers, like all these talented people affiliated and associated with it, and they needed a moderator. I'm like, man, I love this stuff. So I'm honored that you would ask me to do it. I can't wait to see the film. I have some questions that I want to ask already, but after the film, I'm certain I'm going to have new questions, so I'm excited about that.
Did Dr. Holly make you audition?
That's a great question. Did Dr. Holly make me audition? Dr. Holly actually kidnapped me and said, you're doing this film regardless. I was in New York Fashion Week. I'm in the fashion industry, so she called me during New York Fashion Week and was like, we need you for this film. And I was like, do you want me to style? She was like, no, I actually want you to come in and play a character. And the character is you. And so I'm pretty honored.